I've got mixed emotions about this project that I'm about to do. Yeah, I hear you. So if you've been watching this whole Tiny House Terry series that was like 2 years ago, almost a year ago, you kind of realize that I wasn't really into this whole project. Once I got into it and started thinking about things, I realized it's really a bad idea. I think there's two main reasons why I'm not a huge fan of this. One is it being built on a recycled camper trailer. I think that's a poor choice for a tiny house. I think you should invest in a proper new trailer manufactured for tiny houses. And then the second, it being so tiny. I mean, teeny tiny house Terry. It's just super small. This would be a good weekender, you know, take it camping or something, but then it's too big, I think. You know, I think to me, camping in like a teardrop trailer is almost cheating. I'm a tent camper. I've always been, but you know, when you get older, I guess you like those luxuries and stuff. But I can't see myself ever towing this somewhere to go camping in it, and I don't see myself living in it. With, you know, it was going to have an outdoor shower, so I wouldn't be able to live in it year round. It would be like a 3-season type thing. There was just so many concerns that I have with this, and that's why I kind of forgot about it and left it here to rot away. This whole project I jumped into without doing too much research. There really isn't much information about building on a recycled trailer like this and building something this small. I mean, this is smaller than the original Jay Schaefer's tiny house. I mean, it's teeny tiny. Don't get me wrong, it was fun to do and I enjoyed it, but it's not where I want to go next. My tiny house, if you can see it, somebody's going to ask, well, what happened to your tiny house? It's right there. My house is almost done, and once that's done, I want to start a project. I do have plans for my next big project, and my next big project needs to go right here. So I need to clear this whole area out of here. There's the trailer, there's a manure spreader, there's a brush hog, and then just odds and ends stuff all needs to be. Peanut, that scared me when you stepped on that stick. It moved and I thought it was a snake. I got scared. So in this video, I'm gonna tear this thing down. It's probably gonna turn into some time lapse of music. I always say that, but I never do it. And then I might clean up, who knows? Getting this site prepped for my next project. I've really got mixed emotions about this whole thing. It's kind of sad, you know? My one goal is to not break the camera. I re-upped the insurance the other day, so it's still insured. So I'm going to be using basic standard demo tools. Sawzall, circular saw, hammer, and then some type of metal prying bar, and I also got a sledgehammer. But I think most of it is going to come down with this tool right here. It's just sad, you know? It was just too small. I mean, the bed was going to be the whole thing. The kitchen was going to be tiny. It wouldn't have been practical. So I'm going to save most of the 2x4s that are in here. Anything that's nailed together like this is good. Anything that's been cut to like a length, I'm gonna burn it. Top plate's probably gonna burn it because there's hundreds of nails in those. Headers, sills, cripples are getting burned, and top and bottom plates are getting burned. Everything else, mostly full length studs, I'm gonna save for another project. Let us go. I don't want my drink to get knocked over. That would be a catastrophe. Just gonna give myself some room for the blade to swing in there. You are dangerous. Oh, heavy breathing. Peanut, watch out! There might be a thumbnail. Oh, my back already hurts. That is good. I mean, I had to do it anyways because I had to replace this plywood. So I'm really just doing something I was going to do anyways, right? Mixed emotions. So when you stand walls up and you level them, you always like tie your top plates in. Then you also tie the stud that runs into this. There's a stud on each side and then there's a block in between. And you nail into that. I did some toenails right here just to make sure that this is nice and square inside here. Also, you can straighten the stud by doing it that way. Sometimes, not every time. But I need to cut those nails, so I'm just gonna drive a chisel in there. I like a 1-inch chisel, but I broke it. So I'm gonna use the claws on my hammer. experience. Don't fail me now. Give myself a little gap just to get the Sawzall in there, and then I can cut those nails. Rinse and repeat. This Sawzall is a joke. It's like a little toy. DeWalt does make different sizes. I got the baby one. Two down, 2, 3 to go. This one's gonna be a little more of a pain in the ass. That plywood is fucked. God, I used to be good at that. So I always take my hammer and I like slam it into that crack that's in there, and then I roll my hammer. You just put your claw in, and you just roll it up like that, and it'll put a gap and it'll pry it apart. You really only need like an 1/8 inch gap, but the bigger gap you make, the easier it'll be to cut with the Sawzall. So I always go a little heavy. I should have got the freaking chainsaw. That would have been more fun. Oh, I just realized that I'm wearing eye protection. It's only because it's sunny. Come on. All right, Peanut, where are you? I should probably move that glass. I think that would be smart. Is it gonna hit that? Oh, it's gonna hit that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Peanut, is she under there? I'm gonna kick myself if she's under there. There you are, stay. Whoa. Let the swinging of a hammer begin. Bad idea. Worse idea. Even more worse. That's sad. I mean, it was gonna be cute, but I'm just not a fan. I think most of you guys are gonna enjoy the next project. I know I'm gonna get a lot of shit for this. Money is gonna be one big thing. Patreon. Big Patreon money was spent on this. So, but I have already talked to them about what's happening. So they know. Unless you deleted your pledge, which fuck me, I've had like 50 people. It's all right though. I'm gonna step on a nail. Just do it. Get it over with. Like I'm debating taking this and stacking it all up on here, and then just like dragging this trailer down into the woods for like a rainy day project. Let it go, Dan. All right, big hits. Big hits. Oh, my zipper, how long has that been down? The entire video. That's embarrassing. Not the first time. Oh, I'm gonna be peeing blood for a week. Sucks, these studs are gonna be too short for the next project. I'll use them though. Hernia. One hit wonder. Ow! Every project brings a meaning of blood, sweat, and tears. I had somebody ask me how much I wanted for this. I said $3 grand. I mean, a little high. So this is a metal barrel that my landlords had laying around. I cut the top open, drilled some holes in the side with a hole saw, put one big one in the bottom, and then I like to use one of these weed killers or whatever, big ass blow torches to start fires in it. What I like about this is it keeps me in control. It keeps me from burning an absolutely outrageous fire, because I like big ass fires. So it keeps me modest. And then it also, since I'm burning a lot of nails and I don't want nails all over the place, this is going to keep all those contained inside here. And then I can just dump these ashes into one of my plastic bins that goes to the dump. So let's light it up. What do you say? Always open your tank first. Purge the air. You want it to make that sound. Just turn it on a little, and boom. So I'm for sure gonna give away a lot right here. But the thing that I'm gonna be making is 40 feet long by 8 feet wide. Just gave it away. I'm thinking from here, like where I'm standing, which is right next to my house, like 2 feet off the house. And I figure I gotta give some room for things to happen. I think to that fence is not 40 feet, which is a problem. I haven't really talked to my landlords. I kind of did. One of them said it was all right. I got to check with the other. But, you know, to do what I'm about to do here, some might not like it. I'm hoping, because I'm saving money for it. I've literally, if I take all my YouTube earnings that I have saved up, and I take all the Patreon money that I have saved up, and I join them together, I have enough to start this project. I did want to buy a new computer with my YouTube earnings, but that would take like another year to get there. And also I went on to Apple's website and I designed the MacBook that I want, and it's fucking like $4 grand. I'm like, I think that's stupid. And the Mac that I have, I bought it for $400 on Craigslist, and I was looking at the specs that it has and then the specs of the one that I'm designing. It's like literally the same thing. Like, I think the computer I have probably cost like $5 grand when the kid bought it the first time. And then he sold it to me for dirt cheap because he was a rich kid. You with me? I don't think I need it. I think I'm just gonna install Final Cut Pro on my Mac, fix the things that are broken on it because the battery's broken and the keypad's broken, the mouse pad. So that's gonna be like $400 or $500 to have that fixed. Yeah, so maybe like 3 more months, this project will start. But once I get that initial thing here, I need to do the basement work on the thing, the underside of it. So that's not going to cost me much because I have the insulation to do it. I've got the tools to do it, grinding it clean. I just need to maybe spend a couple bucks on some paint, and then I'm going to do aluminum on the bottom to seal it up. So it'd be like another $200 to get the bottom of it all ready, and then I can set the thing back down. So where I'm at right now, I'm just gonna clean all this up. I'm gonna stack all this lumber up, probably right over there. I'm gonna move all that lumber over there. This trailer, I'm gonna obviously save it because it's still a pretty decent trailer. You can use it for things. So I might get some more decking boards and just put a couple down in there with some, you know, decent sized gaps in between it, so I'm not spending much. But then it can be used as, you know, a trailer to haul hay, because we've got horses in other areas in this town. So to move hay around, it could carry probably 2 or 3 bales of hay. These are all the windows from the camper. I really wanted to salvage that aluminum, but I've never gotten around to it. I'm gonna save all the cinder blocks that are under the corners, stack those up over here, and then take this trailer and park it somewhere. My landlord's talking about moving, selling and moving. So I'm at this like stage where it's like, what's my next year gonna look like? Supposedly they're all right if I go with them because they're gonna get more land, but we don't know. It could be cool. Could work out for the best. All I need is electricity and water and vodka. God, this is a strong drink. This one's gonna put me over the edge. That thing was a eyesore anyways. I'm kind of glad it was gone. It was ugly looking at that thing. Next time we come back to this spot, this whole area is gonna be smoothed out. I'm gonna take the tractor and grade this out a little bit better, drag some of that dirt back, put in some footings probably on one side, one on the back half, and then we'll leave the front off the front. I don't know. I have been researching this project more than I researched Tiny House Terry, okay? I've been researching it for about a year, so a lot of the studs that I have, I'm gonna use in the new project. And then over here, I've got 2x8s that were gonna be the rafters of Tiny House Terry. I'm gonna use those for most likely the bathroom because I'm gonna elevate the bathroom floor so I can do correct plumbing, I believe. Who knows? I really gotta get into this space and feel it out and see what I can do in it before I make any solid plans. You know, I've got it all in my head what I want to do. I'm not going to draw it out or make a model. But thank you guys so much for watching and supporting my channel however it is you do it. You know, if you just watch the video, you are supporting my channel, so I appreciate that. Hitting that subscribe is always great. Hitting that like button helps the channel out. Also hitting that comments, and then watching the videos all the way through is very helpful to my channel. But I will see you on the next video. Again, thanks for watching. Oh God, that drink is so strong. I'm gonna throw up.